super yachts, 5-star hotels and private beach clubs. Cannes has a reputation for being a playground for the rich and famous. But what if you're neither? Is there actually anything here for the rest of us?
Is Cannes just a playground for the rich, or is there something here for everybody?
I've got just one day to find out. We're staying just around the corner in Juan-les-Pins, so we've jumped in an Uber for the short trip into Cannes. And within minutes of arriving, Cannes was already living up to its reputation. This is La Croisette, Cannes' famous seafront boulevard. On one side, private beach clubs and rows of sunbeds. And on the other, 5-star hotels and designer shops. There's even an Armani cafe, where a cappuccino will cost you €6.50 and a Peroni will set you back €11. And this is the Carlton, one of the most famous hotels in Cannes. I think it's fair to say I'm not the target demographic. Prices here start at around £1,000 per night in summer. And just when I thought Cannes couldn't get any more Cannes, I arrived at the Palais de Festivals. This is where the Cannes Film Festival is held, although I've timed my visit slightly differently. They're currently preparing for Cannes Lions, a huge international advertising and creativity festival.
I have to say that the building where they host the festival is actually really nondescript and looks like something that you'd see in a 90s shopping centre.
If I'm being completely truthful, at this point I was impressed by Cannes, but I wasn't sure if it was for me. It all felt a bit like I was looking at somebody else's holiday. So far, Cannes was doing absolutely nothing to challenge its reputation. But about 10 minutes later, I found the part of Cannes that completely changed my mind. I carried on past the marina and headed away from the Croisette, and suddenly Cannes started looking very different. This was more what I was looking for. A proper market, people actually buying fruit rather than yachts. And the strange thing is, this is barely 10 minutes from the Carlton. This square is one of Cannes' main local gathering spots, regularly hosting flower, antiques and art and crafts markets. Kat, Henry and Grumpy Greg have gone off separately. And apparently they'd found somewhere for lunch in the old town. All I had to do was find them. Google Maps said 6 minutes. Google Maps is a liar. Apparently Cannes' old town is built on a hill, which didn't look as steep from a distance. But the further I walked, Cannes looked less and less like Cannes, or at least the Croisette version of Cannes. This felt like a little Mediterranean village. I thought Cannes was exclusive, but it looks like they'll let all the riffraff into these restaurants.
What are you guys doing here?
Hi, fancy seeing you here.
We had lunch at Le Rendezvous des Copains.
Are you going to this one?
For starters, we had a foie gras terrine, plus a serving of burrata and artichoke cream. For main course, Kat and Henry shared a seafood fettuccine, while I had mushroom gnocchi. Grumpy Greg opted for just a coffee.
All he wanted to do was go on that all day.
I wasn't expecting the old town to be this nice. Normally you get one or two picturesque streets, but here every alley seemed better than the last. I could have wandered around here all afternoon. There was one more reason we climbed all the way up here. At the top of Le Suquet is the Church of Our Lady of Esperance. Construction started way back in 1521, and thanks to invasions and outbreaks of the plague, it took more than a century to finish. And then there's the view. Yep, the stairs were worth it. Down there is the Khan everybody knows. The hotels, the yachts, the money. But that's only one part of it. There was one last thing we wanted to check. And yes, you can pay a small fortune for a sunbed in Khan. To be fair, they can be a great way to spend the day if you have the money. Or you can come here. Khan has plenty of public beaches. And I'm pleased to report there appears to be exactly the same golden sand and crystal clear water. The beaches weren't too crowded on a Monday afternoon in June. However, July and August may be another story. And if you've somehow still got any energy left after climbing all those steps to the old town, you can always squeeze in a workout by the beach, alongside Khan's finest collection of tantastics. Luckily for my subscribers, I decided my physique wasn't quite ready yet for its Khan debut. So, is Khan really only for celebrities and the wealthy? When I arrived, I thought it might be, but then I left the Croisette. I found the market, climbed up to the old town, and found the side of Khan I actually really liked. Would Khan be better if I had a super yacht and several million quid? Of course, I'd much rather be floating around the Med on a yacht. But you definitely don't need to be super rich to have a great stay here. I absolutely loved Khan, and it's nowhere near as exclusive as I expected. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video as I explore Juan-les-Pins on the French Riviera.